Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My wedding was back on Saturday, December 31st, and I'm still getting backlash from this, so I want to know if I was wrong. In the country I live in, it's currently winter, and we get a fair amount of snow, so my wedding was a winter-themed wedding. The color theme was forest green and gold. My dress was obviously white, and I chose the color of my bridesmaids' dresses to be forest green as well. My maid of honor's dress was black, and everyone was to wear gold accessories. I have this friend, we'll call her Kat, that I asked to be one of my bridesmaids. When we went dress shopping and I told them the color theme I was going for, Kat immediately expressed that she thought forest green was a bad choice. She said she thinks it's not a flattering color and thought I should choose something different and more girly. I said no because my wedding was winter themed and I thought the color would go perfect with the theme. She suggested a pink, blue, even a red. I said no, but thanks for your opinion. She found out my maid of honor's dress was black and asked if she could wear black too. I said no, only my maid of honor is wearing black. I paid for all the dresses. Fast forward to wedding day, everyone's getting their hair and makeup done, and Kat shows up 30 minutes late holding a bag that looked like it had a dress inside. I asked her what was this for. She told me it was for later on at the reception if she got uncomfortable and wanted to change after pictures. I was like, okay, cool. So fast forward, we're all dressed and walking down the stairs because the ceremony is beginning in 30 minutes and we were going to take some pictures before. Kat is the last person to come down and she's wearing a black dress. At the time, I was preoccupied taking pictures with my parents, but my maid of honor came over to me and made me aware of the situation. I confronted Kat and asked her what was going on. She said she hates her bridesmaid dress as the color is ugly and makes her look gross, so she's wearing black. I told her please go back and change. She refused and started walking away from me. I said I'm going to ask her one more time, and if she doesn't oblige, I'm calling security and kicking her out. She began yelling at me to F off, so I called security and asked them to please escort her out. She started making a big scene, yelling how I'm such a bitch, that I can't force her to wear anything, and that I'm a horrible, inconsiderate friend. The wedding went on and it was truly amazing. Ever since the wedding, Kat has been blowing up my phone with texts saying some really nasty things and asking for the money back she spent on the dress, since it was a waste and she didn't get to wear it. I had to block her number. Some of my other bridesmaids have been giving me slack saying that it was a little harsh kicking her out and embarrassing her like that, and that maybe I should give her the money back. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think they were wrong at all because Kat made the decision to go against the rules of the wedding. Like, if you don't like that, then don't go to the wedding. As simple as that. You know, there are so many posts where people have crazy weddings, and if they don't want to go, then no one has to go. If the person didn't want to do any of that, they don't have to go. Same as Kat. She didn't have to go. If she didn't want to wear that green dress, she didn't have to go. But she still went wearing a different colored dress. Follow the rules or don't go. It's that simple. Like, everyone else is fine with it. Only Kat is not. It's your friend's wedding, so it's their day. You should be making them happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, if my friend wanted me to wear something really ugly, I'd be like, sure, if you're happy, then I'll do it. Anything for you, it's your day. As long as you're happy, I'm all for it. But Kat just wants herself to look good. Okay. Alright, moving on. I am a mother of triplets whom are only 2 months old. I never expected ever in my life that I'd be a mother to triplets, so when I first became pregnant, it was definitely the last thing in my mind. I'm home with my babies all day long and had to even transfer my education to online. Sometimes I just need fresh air, especially when I can't get them to stop crying, and I find myself super frustrated to the point of tears. It's honestly so hard, and the dad isn't there to help as he's either at work or at school. My fiance's parents rented us a main floor apartment, so when I step outside, I'm literally just sitting on the chair right beside the door. Plus, I have a baby monitor set up in the room and it has a camera on it, and I can literally see them and hear them, so if anything happened, I'd be able to quickly get to them. Being able to step outside for a few minutes to take a breather is really important to me because I start to have mini panic attacks when I can't get them to stop crying, and I get really frustrated because I just feel super overwhelmed. Being able to go outside just gives me a chance to calm down. My fiance came home to me sitting outside while the babies were crying and freaked out on me, calling me a horrible horrible mum, and a bunch of other names that I'm not gonna list here. He thinks that I was being super neglectful and putting the babies in harm's way, and even told his parents, and now everyone seemed to be really against me. I grew up in the system. My fiance's family is the only family I have and never known, so it breaks my heart that they are so upset with me, but I really don't think I was doing anything wrong or putting my babies in harm's way, but they seem to think otherwise. So here I am wondering if I should apologize for my actions or if I'm wrong in this situation. I don't think they were wrong because they just stepped outside for like a little bit to just breathe. It's not like they went outside of the house, they just stepped out of the room. They're still next to the door though, right? And if the babies are still crying, then it means they're okay, they're breathing. They're 2 months old, right? It was smart of her to step outside for a bit instead of actually having a panic attack in the room or just being really frustrated in the room, because I know some things happen when people get really frustrated. As long as she can still hear the babies and still see the babies, everything is fine. Dude, first time parents to triplets, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure we all already know being a first time parent to one kid is already hard. This girl who's 20 years old has to take care of 3 babies. I think anyone would feel overwhelmed, honestly. Like, it's not like she's leaving her 3 babies in the car. Okay, that's freaking terrible. She's not doing that. She just stepped outside of the room for a bit. But if they needed anything, she'll be like a couple seconds away, right? Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. I was raised mostly by my uncle and aunt. My older sister developed a serious illness when I was 6, and my parents decided that they couldn't care for us both, I guess. So they kind of unceremoniously dumped me and my grandparents, and my uncle took me in. Like, didn't even explain to me what was going on. Just, you're going to visit your gran for a while, and never picked me back up. My grandparents and uncle explained it later, and they were pretty livid at my parents. I've seen my parents maybe 5 times since then, and not at all for the last 9 years. I decided to stop having contact with them when I was 12, and since I was the only one reaching out, all communication broke down. It turned out okay. I love my aunt and uncle, and it turns out they can't have kids, so they've always said I'm the miracle kid. I was just misrouted by the stork at first. I was formally adopted by them when I turned 18. I wish it had been earlier, but there were some red tape things that would have made that really expensive and difficult. I am 21 now. My sister passed away between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I made a trip back from school for the funeral, but I stayed in the back and left before my biological parents could talk to me. They called my uncle to try to talk to me, but I said I didn't want to, so he told them that I wasn't available at the moment. They finally caught up to me over Christmas when I went to midnight mass with my gran and approached me and tried to give me a hug. I did recognize them, but I pretended not to and just backed off and said, "Sorry, do I know you?" They said, "Where are your parents?" And I said, "My parents are at home," and went and sat down with my gran. They sat behind us and I could just feel the stare. And on the way out, they were like, "You really don't recognize us?" And I said, "Oh, are you my dad's brother? I think I remember you from when I was little." My gran thinks they deserved it, trying to come back to me like nothing happened. But they wrote me a long letter about how hurt they are and how I should understand that they were trying to do the right thing and how they will always be my parents and I can't change that. Other family members think I was too harsh as they're grieving, but I don't think they should get a pass just because they remembered me now that my sister is gone. They're only reaching out now because the other kid passed away. And they still want one kid back. Where was all the communication back then? They never cared about this person when the sister was still alive. Oh, but now the sister's gone. They want this person back to care for them. If you don't act like someone's parents, you don't deserve to be called someone's parents. The fact that they're like, "Where are your parents?" Since when? "Oh, are you my dad's brother?" That's a crazy comeback, honestly. Wow. And then the other family members are gonna be like, "You're too harsh on them. You shouldn't have done that." Well, why didn't you talk to their parents the day that their parents ditched this kid then? Why didn't you tell the parents that they were harsh? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!